Hey Eurovision fans, today I'm going to be reacting to the 12 live performances of the 12 finalists of Melodifestivalen 2025. I'm going to listen and react to all 12 of the live shows, give you my analysis of Melodifestivalen and who I think can win, and then I'll also give you my top 12. So, let's kiki. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst, and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. So I just published my video where I went through all 12 songs in the final. That focuses a lot more on the songs and what they sound like, whether I like them or not. This video is going to be way more focused on the live staging, the vocals, the performance, the staging concept, the lighting, the costumes, all the visual stuff. In case you don't know, Melodifestivalen has a mix of jury and televoting in the final. Jury's pretty normal. It's an international jury. The televoting is a little bit unique though. They have 8 age groups, and each of those age groups gives their 12, 10, 8 points, etc. It's not just about who gets the most votes, it's who has the most votes spread amongst the most amount of age groups. And that's largely down to the fact that Melodifestivalen is really very much a family show for everybody. You know, we see some national finals like Benidorm Fest where you just see one demographic in the audience and that's pretty much it. I've been to Melodifestivalen. It really is everyone from babies to 90-year-old. That is 100% what the show is. So they're trying to get that representation across. So it is something we need to consider when we're watching these 12 songs, is how are they going to register with all of these age groups. I'm really hopefully going to try and live stream this final. Melfest is one of my favorite national finals. The reason I haven't been live streaming recently is that I'm just totally overwhelmed. I'm just working a lot and I feel burnt out, so you need to be in good energetic spirits for live stream. But fingers crossed, I'll be on top of everything, and this Saturday I'll be able to live stream the Melfest final. Okay, so we're going to be reacting to the live shows. SVT seem to be much cooler this year about letting me actually do this. I've already reacted to 2 of them, Måns and Kai. I put those videos up last week. So for those 2 videos, I'm just going to slot in what I already said, edit it down a little bit. I'll leave you timestamps so you can skip ahead if you already saw that. Audio, I'm going to put pretty low because I don't even want to mess with audio copyright. If you want to know my opinions on the song, go watch the song video. I'm focusing more on the visuals. Again, I'll keep as much as the visuals as they allow me to. If you want to see the originals, I'll put it up onto my Patreon. Finally, let's try and reach 20,000 subscribers this season. Please subscribe down below. It's free and it helps me out. Okay, let's get started. We're going to go by the running order, which means that the first song we're listening to is... What's last year, babe? I believe it's John Lundvik, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, this is John Lundvik, one on Sticker Bang. I'm a big fan of John. I like him. Not mad on the song. I think it's a bit basic. I think he's better than the song, but let's see what he's got. I haven't seen most of these, by the way. Ooh. That's very retro. That's reminding me of that Geek video. What's it called? Nah, it's Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know why it's reminding me of that. Okay, so he's got this cool silver ball. He's got great composure on stage. Really calm, confident. Just those small things like looking at his hand. He's just got a special something, vocally very clean as well. I agree with them putting this first. It's a nice upbeat song, but it's 0 chance of winning. Like I said, he's way better than this song. Beautiful vocals there. Oh, I like his slightly blood orange pants as well. Lovely notes, so early in the song as well. For me, lyrically, I find this very weak. I understand the spirit of the song, but I just think there's too many generic cliches that have been used before. It loses its realness for me. But I wanted to come back with something way stronger than this. Okay, he's wandering around the ball. You know, his staging is pretty basic, but he elevates it because he's got that charisma. Like, if you're a songwriter, you definitely want him singing your song. Oh, that's a lovely image, him with the hand and the lighting behind. Staging is kind of basic as well, let's be real. He's wandering around a ball. There's some lighting. This kind of feels like where you get like a bad song and bad staging and just like, John, make this work. And he does, he makes it work. But it doesn't change the fact it's bad song and it's not exciting staging. The ball is moving. Reminds me a little bit of Last Pizza Slice's disco ball, which was meant to... I think it was meant to move and rise, but it didn't. It was broken. Yeah, he's just better than this. It's hyper generic. Yeah? Even the staging is very generic. And the LEDs are nothing. You know, Tusa had a kind of slightly similar theme in his song. I just felt it was so much more authentic. I love the dancing. I love the visual concept of it more. This feels super produced and just really lacking soul. I consider him as someone who has soul, and that is just a really soulless package, in my opinion. Okay, love John, want him to come back with something better. Next up, I was about to say speaking of soulless packages, but that's very harsh. I do like Dolly style, they're cute. Dolly style, Yihaa. One moment, Sticker Bang. Melody nummer 4. Oh, look, they're in their cowboy outfits. At least they save time on what their staging is going to be. They know that they've got their 4 colors. They're going to dress up with whatever job they're pretending to be. Oh, that's a super cute intro. Really cute. This has got this 3 to 9-year-old vote mopped up. No competition. 12 points from the 3 to 9-year-olds. Yeah, like it's so fun. Look at that big pink horse. And they've got their line dancing bar. It's fun. Like those costumes are so fun. Like don't lie, you want to try those costumes on. Yeah, and they've got the hair. I love when things are like color coded, when it's all organized. Yeah, and this is very beautiful. It's very choreographed. They're all turning at the same time, but it looks professional, you know. It looks well rehearsed. Oh, you know I love a peekaboo dancers. Philip Kirkrow's favorite magic trick on the stage. The song is okay for me. It's like I do like some of their older songs a bit more. This feels super childish to me, I'll be real, but it's fun. Like the performance is enjoyable, and I'm glad they made the final because I don't think they've ever been in the final. I know that they were in Andre Hansen twice. I think they didn't qualify both times, so yeah, it's fun. It's like, again, I wonder how this will do with the 10 to 15-year-olds. I don't think it'll be as strong. I think some of the 10 and 11-year-olds will vote for it, but maybe not the older ones. There you get a little bit of some quite simple line dancing. Yeah, oh, they got whips. Oh, it's a bit naughty. Are they child appropriate whips? It looks like they're colored. Oh, they're going to be selling those outside of the arena. Get that coin. Oh, some nice big notes, jury. Yeah, nice vocals there. Yeah, it's fun and it's carefree. You forget your worries for 3 minutes with Dolly style. I'm surprised this didn't open actually. This seems like super bouncy. Yeah, and all 4 of them did a great job there. They hit all their marks. That's fine. Like, I'll sit through that, but it's just not the type of thing I really I wouldn't listen to that. Okay, next up is, I believe someone told me how to say his name. It's not Greczula. I think it's Greczula. Sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. I can't remember what the comment said. Okay, this is Greczula saying Believe Me. 1 moment, say goodbye. I don't really remember this song too much actually. It was quite a while since I reacted to it. But I heard the staging was pretty good. I haven't seen this, by the way. Greczula. Greczula. Oh, he's really going into that kind of Live Aid feel. Like kind of 70s, 80s Queen. It's got a very different vibe. That opening bit. It feels separate from everyone else. Like he's got a different artistic viewpoint than the others. And the piano as well. Oh! Is he on top of something? Oh my god. He's in the freaking sky. It took a while for my brain to process that. I was like, where's the crowd? Oh my god. Well, there's your staging for Basel. There's a lot of people hanging from the roof this year. Justina's doing it as well. So is Prince in Serbia and Spain. Yeah, he's done a really good job of just being very different from everyone else. And the color palettes as well looks a little bit different. And vocals are nice and clean. He's got that really nice sounding 70s to 80s rock vocal. The jacket as well, and then the bare chest. There's a lot of references here which I like. Did he go direct to final or was he the second person? He won his semi-final. One problem with this age group voting system is you kind of have to dilute yourself down because you can't focus on one part, you have to focus on everybody. And sometimes to please everyone, you actually just end up, you either have to be like really incredibly good that you just automatically win, or you have to dilute your product down. Oh, he's on the ground. Yeah, it's playful. It's just more raw. Like if you look at those first 2 songs, everything was choreographed to perfection. And this is more like ad-libbing, spontaneity, being a bit more wild. It really makes him feel different from everyone else who's so rehearsed. Oh, we're getting a camera up, a foot camera, shoe cam. Yeah, he's doing a great performance. Like this feels like our Live Aid concert. Get your lighters out, sit on someone's shoulders. Yeah. Great lighting at the end of that red on his face with the guitar coming in. It's got a real epic feel. Huge elevation here. That guitar riff at the end sounded very Queen-like. Bohemian Rhapsody. He'd be great for Sweden. This would be great. I think this would do well if he went. To be honest, I think no matter what Sweden send, they're going to do well because if you make it into Melodifestivalen final, you've got something that's pretty solid and is going to do well with the jury. But yeah, that was really good. That was elevation for me. I enjoyed that much more than the song, which is what you want to happen. Okay, fourth up is Klara Hammarström singing On and On and On. I think I have watched this one before because I was a little bit excited. She didn't win her semi-final. She came second, didn't she? She did. She came second. Okay, Klara won and I'm a She's also Melody nummer 4, same as Dolly saw. Lovely start. That's a beautiful opening images. That's very divine. On this gorgeous column. Those pillars look really, really well rendered. And her styling's lovely. Really, really, really great first 20 seconds. Love how her foot coming off the edge with ballet slipper. That's kind of cute detail. Yeah, this is gorgeous. It's very like giving us a little bit of ancient Greece, fantasy music video Britney Spears. Those lights are nice as well. Styling's better this year. Sometimes her styling choices are... Oh, there's fingers. I suppose it kind of sounds like the piano as well. Vocals are pretty good. She's a tiny bit breathy. Okay, changing into clouds. She's in a sky castle. Love it. A Greek sky castle. Yeah, she's doing a great job. She's a solid performer. She's got to go for Sweden someday. I don't think it's going to be this year. Ooh, love her voice when she's down low and bassy. Beautiful. Now changing to a blue from having been an orange and beige. Yeah, I think this is a good performance. A little bit disappointed that she didn't win her semi-final. I think this is semi-final winner worthy. I wonder, like, is it possible for her to win if she can't even win her own semi-final? So it's theory, the juries, because there's no juries in the semis, so maybe they would have put her ahead of Erik. Lovely change up now into the LED clock. That's a really cool image again, really nice. And that outfit's really lovely, lovely as well. I'm not a huge fan of this part of the song, but let's see what she's done visually. Okay, they're like healing her, nursing her back to health. Okay, big climax, what's she gonna do? Oh, I love those LEDs actually. That clock, it's like a tunnel clock that they're going through. Really kind of dark, really, really nice. I like that dance move as well. Oh, that was a super cool ending, those sharp cuts. I think she did a great job there. She's a really good performer. She has to go for them at some point. A little sad that she didn't win her semi-final. In any case, we're going to see the song that beat her soon. I don't feel like Klara's going to be contender if she can't even win her semi-final. I don't know if that's flawed logic, but we'll find out. Next up is Scarlet. Now, last year they had an incredible show with Circus X. Can they maintain that level? It was really dark and different. Scarlet won a number secret bang. Medanovic. Ooh. Oh, yes. Oh, that looks expensive. Beautiful, like chain bow. Oh, and the chains are connected to their bodice. Oh, that looks so cool. Love that lighting when we saw the silhouettes of 3 dancers underneath. Oh, this is fabulous. Oh, they're in like a Saw style dungeon. Okay, how are they going to work? Is this pre-chorus? Doesn't sound like their normal sound to me. They're giving great energy on stage. I love those 3 silhouettes. Wow, their faces covered as well. Wow, fabulous light show. Love that camera effect when they're going like this. Oh yeah, this is so exhilarating, exciting, really great staging. Again, different from everyone else, a little bit like Greczula. Yeah, really nice. Love their costumes as well. Vocals are sounding fine. Not the cleanest, but good enough. Love that teal lighting with the red background. Yeah, these dancers are really great. They're a highlight for me. Love their costumes, their weird, creepy dancing. It's good to get some original choreo from Melfest because I don't associate it with that. Okay, what's going to happen at the end? I like this like shaky camera angle as well. Like I said, it's less neat and precise than some of the other ones. They're still hitting their marks, but it looks a little bit more free. Okay, a little bit of Bambi Thug manipulating the dancers. I feel like they're going to do something in this cage at the end. Okay. Yes. Those dancers are absolutely killing it for me. They're so good. I love how mystery and creepy and dangerous they are. Yeah, this is really cool and it fits the song. It fits their aesthetic. They're unique. That's a pretty good jury note. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They're hanging from their navels. Oh, that's wonderful. I wish we got a little bit more cuts of that. That was so cool. That the dancer hanging from his belly kind of really cool. Those dancers absolutely killed it for me. Loved their look, their choreography, the way they were lit, the way they were kind of like dangerous at the bottom and we got kind of flickers at them at the beginning. That was really, really good. Again, wondering can that win because it didn't even win its semi-final. They came second to Saga in Heat 5, which I find a little bit unusual. I haven't seen Saga staging, so maybe it'll make sense in a second, but that for me again was semi-final winning staging. Thought that was really, really cool. And I have to admit, we're 5 songs in, and all 5 of those songs had like really clear staging concepts. This is what Melodifestivalen does so well in comparison to something like Denmark, Dansk MGP, or Ireland, or a lot of national finals where there's no staging, there's no concept. It's just the person on the stage that has some LEDs and maybe a color palette, and that's it. Maybe a dancer. Whereas Sweden, you've got props, you've got really good lighting, you've got something happening. There's a little bit of a story. Like there, they started in this chain bowl. They were freed from it. They had these interactions with the dancers. They went back and the dancers went up and hanging. It doesn't have to be much, but there's something there. You know, there's a little bit of a storyline there. All 5 of those songs we just saw had staging concepts. All of those are ready to go onto the Eurovision stage and don't need major tweaks. Melodifestivalen does the staging work early and lets you see what the final product is going to look like, as opposed to, here's a song, maybe we'll make it better at Eurovision, who knows? Fingers crossed. Like Sal's staging, which I'm going to review Denmark soon. She doesn't have any staging. She's got a freaking wind machine. That's it. Hopefully they'll elevate it. But at this point in time, she's got bare bones nothing. So I'm complimenting Melodifestivalen. And sorry, Dance MGP for catching strays. 6th up is Erik Segerstedt. He's singing Show Me What Love Is. One number Sigur Bang. I have seen this before. I saw this and Klara. They were the 2 ones I watched. Everything else I'm seeing for the first time. 6. I love the start of the song. He loses me later on, but I really like the beginning. We've got like a trippy, psychedelic tiger print. Tie-dye tiger print. Something is a tiny bit off for his vocal. I don't know. It sounds a little bit strained to me, but it must be a me thing because people love this. I feel like that song is a really great opening, and then this like loses steam for me. This is quite a longish gap. Overall though, I wonder how he did. I don't think the individual age group stuff was released now. I wonder how this age group was. I imagine the older age groups maybe gave this lots of 12s because it feels kind of nostalgic, it's kind of safe. I'm not really getting any kind of like new or interesting concepts here in the colors or the band being on, or nothing's exhilarating for me particularly. It feels solid though. I think this will be middle of the jury, maybe middle of the televote. Okay, we got some disco balls. You know, Greczula did performing on the piano, but he made it more exciting and interesting. This feels too reliant on the song, and I don't think the song is that strong. I think it's okay, good, okay. Yeah, I don't really have any much to say because nothing's really happening, so like what am I meant to talk about? Okay, his vocals are good. Okay, the guy came over to the piano, that's the stage. Staging concept is guitarist walks to the piano. Okay, I think he's going to the center platform. Disco balls, giving us a bit of Alcazar vibes. This is just too milk toast for me. It just feels so inoffensive. It's so middle of the road. There's like 0 risks. Not even 1 risk. And the riskiest part was when the guitarist walked over to him, or when he walked through the crowd, maybe he would have dropped the mic. It's just not exciting. But yeah, I think people are gonna like this. It feels super nostalgic for like 80s, 90s ballad. So yeah, obviously people like it. He won the semi-final. It's not doing anything for me. Okay, Ivarsson is next, singing Kamikaze live. Ivarsson won a number Sigur Bang. No, she was second in her semi. Okay, we're going for purples and greys. Oh, she's gone full blondie. Like, I think she's purposely done her hair like blondie. Okay, we got some like paint effects in the back, giving us kind of like 90s graffiti. This beat Hush Hush, by the way. The camera work for me is a little bit too frantic. It feels kind of, can't focus too much. Yeah, staging wise, there's nothing here either. She's just standing on a platform. I do like the colors, although blue and pink, yeah, it's the most common color palette that we see. She's performing it well though. I'm not getting anything extra from the staging though. Anything more than when I heard the song initially. So no elevation for me. Okay, she's going off the platform. Oh no, she's not. She almost made me think that. Yeah, like she's doing grand, but yeah, some of the early songs had concepts, they had something entertaining going on. Oh, here it is. So a little bit of interaction with this. Great. She's just going for like a raw concert feel, badass thing. You know, she's representing really well. It's very Kids of America. That line in particular always makes me think of that. And you know, Kamikaze live sounds very badass and dangerous. And really the song and the staging, they're not basic, but like, come on, this is very safe. I'm gonna have some pink and blue, the most color palette on my back screen. I'll stand on the box and I'll perform my song. That's it. Risks taken 0. Oh, okay, something's happening now. Where is she? She lost? She's in the crowd, I think. Okay, there's a risk here. If it's paying off. Key change? Okay, I think we've lost her. There she is. She's performing grand, but I'm looking for a little bit extra magic. I think her performance has gotten her through and got her the place. giving a lot of charisma. She's singing great. I just wasn't a huge fan of the song, so I was looking for her to convince me more. And I'm convinced that she's a great performer, but like, it doesn't make me like the song more, unfortunately. Next up is Myra Omar singing Hush Hush. Myra Omar won number Superchats. So this was one of the songs that came through the quarterfinal. She was third in semi-final number 1. Second person through quarterfinal. She was the last finalist. Beautiful fuchsia color palette. Immediately you can hear she's less vocally strong than some of the other performers. It's quite instantly obvious. Oh my god, I forgot this is the one the camera guy fellow. She stays composed really well, in fairness. I saw this on Twitter, the cameraman falling over. Yeah, she's a little bit stuck. She's a little bit frozen. She's not as loose as John, for example. But I love this fuchsia color palette. And vocally she sounds a little bit stronger here in the chorus. And she's got some nice handwork there. Oh, that cameraman is still recovering. Boom, boom, chicka, chicka, chicka. Okay, this is a moment for her to shine with the dancing. I do like the wink. She pulls it off. The dancing here's a little bit better. It looks a little bit more flowy and relaxed. And this is a lovely thing. Give me an idea of a lotus flower. This reflection is really pretty. Yeah, that's a really, really cute image as well. She's just a little bit too frozen. She needs to relax and loosen up a little bit and flow. Give us a little bit more of those smiles. Because this song is meant to be seductive and mysterious, and I'm not getting that. I'm getting a little bit too many nerves. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Hush, hush. This is such a pop song. It's one of my favorite songs in the final. I love it. I would have given her a pass semi-final number 1 anyway. I can kind of see why Maja went through. I still think this is better package. And they've got like an interesting dancing style that's kind of unique for Melodifestivalen, giving us Irish vibes. Yeah, it's stronger than it was at the beginning. She just needs to keep practicing that dancing. You know, when you see someone doing choreography, you want to be totally effortless. You just want to be in the moment. And instead I'm kind of like, ooh, I hope she doesn't mess up. Nice moments here though. Yeah, vocally here just not super strong. Nice silhouette work there at the end though. A bit of pyro. So hopefully she's improved. She's had loads of time to practice. She's had 4 weeks. Yeah, like this bit now she looks a little bit more free. It's easier to get into the vibe. I think they need to give her more space to like just ad-lib, so it's less hitting one mark after another. If you compare it to someone like John Lundvik has to be in a certain place at certain times, and he has to hit all of these marks to hit all the camera angles and whatnot. But you don't notice it when you're watching him. You just totally absorbed in the performance. You're like, he's just such a professional. He's so at ease. He glides from one mark to the next. With Meira there, you just don't get that. It's a little bit like, I'm stuck waiting for the next dance move. Here's the dance move. Okay, the next dance move. She just doesn't have that flow between mark 1 and 2. And that's why I think actually in the choreography, maybe it'd be better to just make it a little bit simpler. The choreography already looks really, really simple to me. But there's some like holds which look like waiting periods. I wish they would just fill that in with a little bit more flow. Give her like short periods where she can just ad-lib and go and flow with the song. Because it's just too rigid for me. Particularly for a song that's meant to be so seductive and alluring, to have it feel a little bit robotic, I think just detracts from it. Vocally, a little bit weak in the verses, and particularly at the start. I think she was a little bit better at the end. Maybe they could up the playback about that as well. I just don't think that she's the same kind of singing talent as some of the others. I think she came from Love is Blind, Sweden. So I don't think she has the same kind of like pedigree and background as someone like John. But yeah, like she needs to lean into other aspects then, you know. I want to just see her like, I'm not suggesting she should get drunk, but I kind of want to, you know, when you get drunk and you just kind of like forget your inhibitions and you're just going with the flow. I want to see a little bit of that because it's just, this concept's really nice. I love the bit with the mirror. I love the color palette. I love the dancing style. It's different than what we normally get, but it's those tiny little half seconds where you can just see processing next dance move that kind of take me out of the mood. So I'm turning this a little bit because I don't want the light to mess up. But I wish Meira well in the final. I hope that she can do well. I'm not expecting this to win, but really happy that she made the final because this for me is one of the strongest songs. This is one of the 3 Dino songs, her, Scarlet, and Klara Hammarström. Ninth up is Måns Zelmerlöw. I already did a review to this, so we're going to cut to that. By the way, I haven't seen this yet. This is my first watch. Måns Zelmerlöw Revolution won a number secret bang. He's got the sex melody. Oh, David Lindgren wrote this. I wonder which one. There's 2 of them. One of them is in Sanremo this year. Ooh. Really cool starting, like he's in a cave or something. He's got great charisma on stage, you know? Holding your grip, your attention. Nice lighting as well. Yeah, this cave effect is really cool with the lights fluttering by. Also like he's in a subway or something. This staging is ready for Eurovision. It's so slick looking. Leslie Roy walked so Måns could run. That piano sounds so much like Robin Bengtsson to me. Constellation Prize. Yeah, he's got great charisma though. He's hitting all the marks. He's keeping the smile on his face. He's a really great performer. Okay, getting a little bit of wind in here. It really is looking like a subway with the trash floating around. It looks super cool though. Yeah, really, really cool. And he's created his own world. Okay, getting a little bit of Unforgettable vibes here in a kind of tunnel of lights. He's great throughout the whole thing. His performance ability is really, really top level. What you'd expect of a Eurovision winner. Yeah, just beautiful. Like you're gonna forget you're in the stadium. It's just creating this total new planet. Great contact with the camera the whole time. No nerves. I don't know about the confetti just look a little bit like toilet paper and rubbish. But it's giving chaos. And he's great with the hand and everything. It's a bit extra, but he sells it. He's a really strong performer. Yeah, it's too much like toilet paper. Just change the colour of it, maybe. I don't think you can have confetti in Eurovision anyway, so... Again, we're getting these faces behind him. It's cool as well, the staging is so different from Heroes, fundamentally. Wow, confetti flurry, blizzard. I like his outfit as well. I think he took his jacket off at some point. Yeah, really cool light show. Great intensity at the end. And we're getting these lots like really fast camera cuts as well. It's this really exciting climactic flurry. That's a wow moment. And I imagine this is going to be elevated even further if he wins. Beautiful jury note at the end. Yeah, really, really, really. I love that lighting as well, that double lighting on him. That's a really, really wonderful performance. What are my initial thoughts? Look, there's so much to process. I think he did a great job. Like the thing about him is he's undeniably a really strong performer. Great connection with the camera, vocals sounded good. He hits all his marks, but he makes it seem quite effortless. Like every once in a while you notice, oh, he really is hitting all these marks, but it doesn't look awkward or goofy. He doesn't look like he's processing what the next movement is. He manages to integrate it into the performance in a really, really good way. And that's just the confidence, the relaxation that he has on stage. So his voice actually sounded really good there. And that big jury note at the end, he's moving around a lot, but he's not getting breathy, so he's doing his cardio. Yeah, that was really, really, really high level. It elevates the song, definitely. This world creation where you're in this tunnel, it's like you're not in the arena anymore. So it just sets you totally apart from everybody else because you are in this little cave subway planet, which has lots of toilet paper floating around and confetti, but it just separates you from everyone visually because it looks so clean, professional. You're not getting all these little distractions. Sometimes when you pan out, you see people in the audience waving flags or hammers or whatever, and it just takes you away from any atmosphere or immersion. That's the word, it's immersion. This is super immersive. You're just totally in this world. You know, it looks like a cave and then it goes to a subway and then we're getting some more modern feel as well. Reminds me a little bit of the Tunnelbana in Stockholm, the metro system there, which does kind of have like an underground ice cave theme in some of the stations. Yeah, styling, kind of simple. He looks like a little bit like a waiter, but he had some flowy tassels as well at the end, which when he was moving around moved really well with him. This is super, super slick. The thing is, it's about finding a balance when reviewing something like this because there's so many people who are holding to the super, super high standard because this could be a potential winner of Melfest and a potential winner of Eurovision. So I think people are like really, really nitpicking on every single thing. I have to admit, it's not as super wide to me as tattoo staging was. Like tattoo staging to me was just incredible. And that sold a song to me that I wasn't mad about it. That song isn't Eurovision winning song, but the staging and the performer was. She elevated the absolute crap. That's wow. That's not as wow as Tattoo for me personally. I'm also conscious that he would have to change the performance as well. That Lorraine had to make her box smaller when she did it. He wouldn't be able to have the confetti. You definitely can't have that in Eurovision. He was able to have that Melodifestivalen because it was the last act. So they had plenty of time to sweep it all up. They would definitely not allow that in Basel. So the confetti, to be honest, I'm okay with the confetti being gone. And there's different ways to do it. You can tie confetti onto a fan so that it's not actually being blown away. It's like more of a streaming wave wind effect. So there's ways to keep that feeling of turbulence, storm, motion without actually having the confetti flying around. So that's something they can work around. And I think this is the type of thing that Sweden loves to send. These really well put together, well produced packages with someone who's super reliable. Like, I'm 99 times out of 100, he's going to perform that pretty much the exact same way. It's just going to be super effortless. He's so experienced at this stage that I just don't think he gets nervous in a way that affects his performance. Everyone gets a little bit nervous going on stage, but not to a point that it'll change how he performs, because he's just so solid at this point. So if you said to me, Tom, just review this performance based off of just look at it, don't forget any outside context, I would say that is a wow performance. Very spectacular. One of the best stagings we've seen all this year. Let's be real. If Måns wins Melfest, I feel like it's deserved. But I can't blame Sweden for sending something like this because it looks so well put together and looks super Swedish. This is such a Melfest winner. It's just got Melfest winner written all over it. And now back in the presents after Måns, and we're going to watch Ludvigsson, who's been given a really good running order. Song number 10, you can definitely win. You can win from anywhere. We don't usually see people win from before song number 5. Saga won a number Superchats. So yeah, maybe they're kind of like priming her for the future. They see that she's got a lot of talent. Oh, okay. Oh, she's gone country. She's gone for the diner. So her and Dolly style, 2 country songs. I have to admit, I'm not mad on that hair. It's giving Elvira or Adam's Family. Oh, yeah, it's just like basic diner. It's like a glowed up version of 22 that Ireland did in 2019. I can't remember that year. That wasn't a great entry. Okay, this guy's trying again. Oh, that's the guy she hates. I don't know, this is not particularly groundbreaking for me at all. It actually feels like the female version of Erik. Very safe, kind of basic, really standard staging, nothing new. Like, we just get a static diner LED. Vocals sound good. Like, you can see now she's got that flow that Meira doesn't have. She's in the moment more, she's performing better. She reminds me a tiny bit of Daughter. Is it Daughter's daughter? No, it's gonna be Daughter's daughter. Daughter's not that old. I think Daughter's got like a 2-year-old. Well, if she hates him so much, she shouldn't be dancing. Well, she doesn't look like she hates him. I wonder if she was a little bit surprised that she won, because she was put in slot number 3. She qualified over Scarlet. Again, could it be that age group thing? You know, I can see this getting okay marks across the board, and then Scarlet maybe being less appealing to some of the ager groups. So that's where this kind of unique system comes in that rewards safety, and it rewards blandness a little bit as well, or like not risk taking. There's no risks here at all. And if you actually look at the songs that won the semi-finals, there's a thread of many of them didn't take risks. John didn't, Erik didn't. Greczula did take a risk, actually, in fairness to him. Måns, not really. There's not anything risky there, really. You know, these big expensive visuals, that's not taking a risk, it's just spending money. And then Saga as well. So that seems to be like the recipe. And yeah, that didn't elevate the song for me at all. It was just a diner and some fun dancing. But I suppose if you like the song, that's what people who like the song wanted. Next up is Annika Wickihalder singing Life Again. I cannot for the life of me remember this song. What a number, Sigurd Bang. She's a fabulous performer though, I remember that from last year with Light. First time seeing this. Oh, I like that drapery effect. Oh, thank God she got rid of that hideous green dress. Oh, that's a beautiful effect. It looks like it's water moving. Yeah, she's very strong vocally. Wish they just give her better songs. The poor girl, she's had 2 very basic songs in a row now. It feels like the crutch is her voice to hold it up. This is 100% the female version of John Ludvig's song. The 2 of them are like indiscernible. Yeah, it's just these like real X Factor style performances. And even though there's curtains, I'm kind of over them. She's living though. Yeah, these artists like her and John that you give a song, you just know that they're going to do a really good job because they're just quality performers. But then I also feel like people want to give their bad songs to them because like, I've got a bad song, it can't do anything. If I give it to John and Annika, they'll qualify it because they're good at selling mediocre products. Okay, we're getting some dancers, thank God. Oh, it's flowy and bouncy. Okay. Giving kind of like slight ballet, contemporary dance vibes. Okay, the curtains are doing a little bit more now. They're dripping down kind of like wax. Yeah, she's wonderful. Give her a song that it's in her comfortable range and she'll do a great job for you. Okay, I'm a little bit over this cowgirl dance with the dress. Changing up to red color palette. This is not a semi. Did she win her semi-final? No, she didn't. Okay, in fairness, she came second to Greczula. Yeah, it's more second. This isn't a semi-final winner. Yeah, just nothing unexpected here, really. I like the effect with the curtains at the beginning, but then the rest of it's just kind of like, yeah. Oh, a little bit of vocal play there. Yeah, it just doesn't make me like the song more. I can see she's done a great job, but... Okay, last up we have Kai singing Bara, bada, bastu. Let's go to... I reacted to that last week. Let's have a look at that. This is Kai. This is my first time watching this. Kai, Bara, bada, bastu. One on my sticker band. Melody nummer 4. Oh, I like the way he said Robert with a la. I can't do that R. Oh, cooking by the campfire. Ah, yes. I love their suits. They're like forest suits. Oh, he's hitting his camera cuts, isn't he? He's a pro. Oh, yes. The world building here is lovely as well. We're in a forest. We've got a sauna. Yes. Oh, with the steam coming out, yes. This is very professionally done. It's very slick, very clean. All the cuts are very nice so far. Yeah, really nice. We got a little bit of a dance as well. I prefer when we stay in the world. Don't show too much to the audience. Oh, we got a dance. I'll learn it. Yes. Are they surrounded by water? Oh, this is so fun. There's 7 on stage though. They're going to have to ditch someone if they go to Basel. Wow, they built like a whole little lake around. Oh, it's so charming. Oh, stop it. That was... And the way they say sauna. Oh, this could do so well in the televote. Because you get the feel for it, this storytelling here, even though you don't understand the lyrics. We're in a sauna now. Vocals sound good as well, actually. Oh, yes. Babe, look up those branches. Yes. Oh, it's so good. I love the world building. The forest is so cute. This fire at the front. I hope we get to see the bit where the water gets poured on. Yeah, this is really wonderful. Sweden would do so well to send this. That sauna bit is so iconic. Oh yes, the colour change now. Getting to these blue with the green lights flashing. Really nice. All 3 of them are delivering, which is really nice as well. And they're building, they got dancing and everything. They put so much effort into this. Okay, climax. Yes, Queen. Oh yeah, look at the disco lights. Disco in the sauna, obsessed. Sweden, you have one job. At least let it win the televote. If you want to send Måns, at least let them win the televote. So good. That sauna bit, I'm so obsessed with that. Really, oh, it's so cute. So cute. Obsessed. That is one of my favorite Melodifestivalen performances ever. Oh my god, that was so good. That looks so well put together, and fair play to them as well, because even without the song, that was just so well organized and designed. They all hit their marks. They all sounded good. They all had a little bit of a character going on, a little bit of a naughty smize. They just did so well. I love the choreo. It was simple and fun. Like those small bits like them going up and down. That log pile flipping down into the sauna. So nice. And that can be done at Basel as well. I love that. Absolutely wonderful. It is Finnish, Swedish humor. It's so warm and lovely. I think everybody in Europe would get that. I don't think there'd be people going like, oh, I wonder what's going on. They'd be like, this is about saunas. It's an ode to sadness. It's about having fun and sadness. It's just like universally understandable fun. Translates so freaking well. I had a smile on my face for the whole thing. I did not want that to end. I was like, I can take another 3-4 minutes of this. Oh, this would be so wonderful for Sweden. Oh my goodness. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I think that juries would respect this. Big, fun, happy, boppy stuff can do well as well, especially when it looks that slick. Like, that doesn't look like people taking the piss out of anybody. I didn't get that sense at all. Like, when people are so meticulous in the dancers and the costumes and the lighting and this prop that falls down and their costumes, I love their suits as well, and they sing it well and they're doing choreography. You're just looking at, you're going, that is a absolute ton of work. It sounds great, the vocals are good, the mixing is fantastic. If you look at that and say this is a joke entry, then I don't know how to help you. I think it's pretty obvious that Måns is going to win the jury, but I don't think that this is going to get absolutely and utterly bombed. I hope that the jury respects this, because there's so much work into that and it sounds great. It's a little bit original for Sweden as well. It would be so wonderful and different just for them to send something different. Before that performance, I would have said it's impossible. Now I'm saying there's a teeny tiny little bit of hope, and I'm going to be crossing my fingers and my toes and holding my thumbs and doing all those types of things, because I would love this to go for Sweden. I don't know if it could win Eurovision if it went, but I think it could do really well. I think it would be Sweden's best televote, other than Loreen, for like a long time. I think this would do really well. Definitely contender to win the televote, because it's so fun and has a super broad appeal to all of the family. Looks so slick. Oh, it would be wonderful. Oh, I would love if this went. Okay, now back in the performance, let's give our analysis of Melodifestivalen 2025. So let's talk about the contenders to win. Like, obviously this for me just seems like Måns versus Kai. I think that's like pretty much definitely what's going to happen. So we have this jury system and then the televote. Jury wise, I'm expecting Måns to win that. It's just got jury bait written all over it. In fairness, he's got the charisma. He sings it very well. It's expensive staging. It looks very slick. These are all the things that a jury wants. Yeah, plus it's a name brand recognition as well. You don't want to put someone like Måns low. And when the staging is so expensive, you don't want to rank it low. You want to show appreciation for the amount of work that's gone into it. So he's going to win the jury. It's just about how close can Kai be to him. Is it a type of lead that's surmountable? Because the thing is, Kai can get 99% of the televote. They're still only going to get the maximum of those 12s in each age group. I think Kai will get the 12s across the board, because I do feel like the humor in their song applies to all of these age groups. So I think it is conceivable. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but conceivable that they can get 12s from every age group. Surely you'd have to expect Måns to get at least one or a couple of 12s. So if it's 10 and 12s then the whole way through in the televote, I think then Kai can probably only maybe gain 6-8 points. If it was a pure quantity of vote system, which we have had in the past, I think that they could get pretty significantly 20, maybe 30 points. And then that is enough that I can cancel out whatever lead Måns has in the jury. So I essentially feel it comes down to how much of a lead is Måns going to have over Kai in the final. I wonder as well, how aware are the jury members going to be? Are they going to be aware of all the hype for Kai right now? That they're, you know, top of views, they're top of Spotify, they're like hugely popular within the community. I think that could affect them, because I think if they're aware of that, they're going to be less likely to rank them down lower, as opposed if they go in totally oblivious and they're less aware that these are the two main competitors. Because the thing is, Måns, they're going to know he's in contention automatically from the fact that he won, so they're not going to want to rank him in the bottom 5. Whereas with Kai, if they don't know, maybe they might rank them down lower. And then, you know, if Kai gets like 1, 3 or 4 points, I'm not saying it's over, but like, whoa, it starts to look really, really difficult. I think they need to be hitting like 8s and 10s pretty solidly, and maybe a 12 or 2 to stay in contention with Måns. And then theoretically, if they win all of the televote, that's 8 groups by 12. That's 96 points. They can have a maximum of 16-point lead over Måns if he comes second with them all. I just think it's easier for Måns to get a bigger lead in the jury than it is for Kai to get in the televote, because of the current system. So look, it's tough. If you made me guess who I think is going to win right now, I'd say Måns. I really do hope that Sweden says Kai, because I think it's really wonderful. I've never seen the community so enthusiastic and positive towards Sweden, because it's something new. It's a non-English song for the first time since 1998. It's connecting Finnish and Swedish culture. It's fun humor done in a different way than some of the other fun humor songs we have this year. This feels much more family friendly, much broader appeal. I think this would do extremely well in the televote. And to be honest, I feel like even if more Swedes want this, because of the system they have with the jury and the age groups, I think that Måns might win anyway because of the way the system is structured. So it's not just about more Swedes wanting this. I actually think the jury is going to be such a big thing. Like I said, one country puts Kai bottom, automatically then he's just lost 12 points. He has to win like all of the age groups to get that 12 points back. Because realistically, Måns I don't think is going to be coming last in an age group. Let's start with some of the other potential contenders. I suppose Greczula could be a little bit of an outsider. He's got something very, very different. He performs it excellently. I think the jury's going to appreciate that. Maybe Scarlet. John Lundvik, I can't see. I think the song is too weak. Annika, the song is too weak. Everyone else, I just don't think their song is strong enough. Klara possibly can do okay, but really for me, I think because when the storyline has become so much about Måns versus Kai, I think most people have to pick a side, because if they don't, the other person is getting a lead. So I think there's going to be really, really focused voting. It might be interesting actually with the younger age groups, because I think Kai can get 12 with them, and then maybe Dolly style will get 10 or 12. So they could be a little bit of a buffer that could give Kai a tiny bit of a lead. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm expecting Måns to win, but I would love a little bit of a Kai upset. Okay, let's check out my top 12 and your top 12. My number 1 would have been No Mean Tales. My number 2 would have been Melodifestivalen if they'd made the final, but they didn't. So my new number 1 is Kai singing Bara, bada, bastu. That is with considering the performance. If we just went by songs, it would be Meira or Omar, but Kai I think are better on stage. So they're my number 1. Mara second, Scarlet in third. Again, not mad on the song, but I just love that staging so much. It's so wonderful. It really, really elevates the song. I think there's some artists here which really elevated Scarlet and Greczula. And Måns elevated as well. His staging also looked really, really great. And then there's others like Annika, Saga, Maja, whose songs I didn't particularly enjoy. Actually, my bottom 4, Annika, Saga, Maja, and John Lundvik, all of these songs I think are okay, but there was no elevation in the staging. I put John the top of those 4 because he did the best elevation in terms of just bringing a life to it. But the songs are just a little bit dead, in my opinion. Okay, now let's have a look at the fans. And in first place, we have Klara Hammarström. Second is Meira Omar. Third is Kai. Fourth is Måns Zelmerlöw. Fifth is Scarlet. Sixth is John Lundvik. They also had No Mean Tales in 10th. Yes, a little bit similar actually, with bottom 3 are most the same artists. They had John a little bit higher. Let's have a quick look at the odds. And we can see at this point in time, Måns is on 57% chance of winning. Kai is on 20, but they were 29th in the odds at one point, and then they moved up to 5th place with 4%. Now they're 2nd place with 20%. So gaining a lot of momentum. I don't blame people for putting Måns ahead of Kai because of this jury system. I think it's easier for Måns to get a jury lead than it is for Kai to earn that lead back with the televote. If the system was different, I think Kai would win. But maybe that's incorrect. Maybe Måns would win anyway. Greczula's in 3rd, 8%, and then Klara in 4th. I did not see those before I said who I thought could win. That's just a coincidence. And Scarlet as well. Those are the 5 that I picked out. Anyone outside those top 5, I would be very, very, very surprised. Okay, that's what I thought about the 12 songs in the final of Melodifestivalen. What did you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you to those who've been supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave a QR code for you here and also a link in the description. Please help the channel reach 20,000 subs this season. And of course, thank you to all my wonderful patrons for patronizing me from all around the world. On my Patreon, you can get original audio and visuals for this video, for example. You can get some early releases. You can be the credits. You can support the channel. Go check out if you're a fan. Thank you so much just for being here. And I've seen another Eurovision analysis video very, very, very soon. Goodbye.